in the coma anymore. Fantastic. I love it. I'm live. Well, good morning. Good morning. Let's have some fun. And it says I'm live, so I guess what? I can pinch myself. I'm not in a coma anymore. It's amazing. So many times after my coma in 2009, I kept thinking, is it really real? Am I really here? Well, guess what? Good morning. Let me introduce myself to you if you don't know me yet. I'm the godfather of credit. What does that really mean? I built $60 billion of credit for my clients over the years, having fun. All right, today we're going to talk about your house or what houses you have, or maybe investment properties as well. Now, what we can do is show you exactly the pieces you're missing, if you want to, okay? All right, let's go back in time. I'm going to give you a little history here, a little lesson about me. All right, 1976, this is my series I put out there. It was called Winning the Game of Business in 1976. This was corporation. For instance, basically what banks and grocery stores do today, they take a corporation, like a parent company, and they have these branch numbers, like a bank has branch numbers. Stores has number 2 as well. Every Wendy's restaurant has a number to it. So what happens back then in 1976, when I published this on my info commercials, having some fun, trying to help the world know exactly what I figured out. Now, I've been studying the law and accounting since I could walk practically, and it's kind of fun. Now, basically in 1976, all right, I'm driving a Lamborghini. I'm going to East Coast College part-time and have $1 million in the bank. By the way, I was 16. Take a pause, okay? All right, I invented Car Finder, okay? All right, it was basically GPS and all kinds of stuff. I used to get all this kinds of money, and I still do through corporate structure. So I like inventing things and products. So let's think about something today. Number one, let's look at you. All right? In other words, let's look at your credit. If your credit sucks, it's because you jacked up the wrong card. That's right. 1 million in 1976 through the corporate structure. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not dumb enough to ever say I'm a millionaire. Okay? I control millions and billions, but that's how it has some fun. But it's not me. I never put myself in the first place because that's the thing I think is the dumbest thing people do, because it makes you a target. And the IRS wants to audit you again and again and again. So, okay. Now, let's go back also, time. All right, in the late 70s and 80s and 90s, I'm the consultant for TRW. I got to train there, basically for there. This is basically Harold Stokes and Ken Yarborough. Ken Yarborough was the security chief at TRW. TRW stood for The Report's Wrong, in my opinion, but it stood for Thomas Raymond Woolridge. They made bicycle parts. So if you're going to talk about properties for you or your investment properties, what you need to do, it's very simple. All credit cards fluctuate. Let's write down some basic information. Good morning, hi, how you doing? Okay, here's Joe, and here's the other people as well. So if all cards fluctuate, okay, but 2, we need to put a sticky on the back of the card. See, we have to dummy proof this. What happened with most of you, you lost a job, had an emergency, or you were careless. Some of you even lazy. But again, what do we get to do? Since I'm the consultant for TRW, they became a sphere in 96, I created the oldest card for history. The oldest card makes it history. That's what the goal is, oldest card. Then we came up with the 29% rule. I'd like you to write down 29% rule, please. Okay? What happens on every credit card you have, the sticky lets you have the discipline. In other words, here's a $10,000 credit card, $10,000. Now, most of you don't have that. Some of you do. 80% of your credit sucks, okay? Because you're jacking up the wrong card. And you keep trying to figure it out. Hire credit repair companies. Good luck with that. Since the Fair Credit Reporting Act says they're fraud. And they're doing a credit repair sweep this year. And they're going to wipe them out, put them in prison where they belong. But that's okay. The HR 9991 is going to pass this year. So what do? We on this back of the sticky. First of all, we write down this $10,000. If I use more than $2,500, I'm okay. That's 25%. If I use 29%, I'm okay. But if I use 30, I'm screwed up. This makes this card go into the yellow. 30% is yellow. Now, I was going to sue Credit Karma during pandemic because they kept saying 42%, which was totally wrong. But that's why they got basically indicted 6 times. No funding to help you, no experience. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they should be fired. They shouldn't even be in business. Now, if I use this past 30%, I'm in the yellow. At a 50% utilization, I'm at basically red. And that's what you did to yourself and your credit cards. So let's write down, I'm going to be a CFO. Write it down, Clyde. Write it down, Joe. Come on. Come on, Rob. I'm going to be a CFO for my personal family. CO, Chief Financial Officer, family. Then we have to be the CFO for an entity. Now, maybe you have an entity, all right, it's basically an LLC. There's 9 types, but if you do, what type do you have? An LLP, a basically PC, which is basically professional corp. Maybe it's an S corp, C corp, or nonprofit. Now, if you want to make $10,000 a month, you'll need 18 divisions. If you want to create $100,000 a month on top of that, you're going to need basically some other things. Good morning. This is Baba. Okay, good morning, says Mr. Ray. Well, I'm Dr. Reynolds, I'm Pastor Reynolds, and whatever you need to do. It's up to you. Just, I try to always, everyone to be respectful. All right. So maybe you have an entity. If you don't know this, the Supreme Court said these are legal people. Okay? All right, we the people kind of thing. But we have to understand the structure. So thank you for the loves and the hearts. So let's understand. If you're a CFO personally for your family, all cards fluctuate. And what do? You jacked it up. Now let's write down what nobody teaches is the rules of tools. Good morning, Jay. No one's teaching you the truth. Okay, and I want to teach you the truth and help you every step of the way. Now let's understand something. I'm online twice a day. Right now it's 3:22 in the morning, okay? 2:23. Okay, no problem. 3:23. Now, I'm going to be online this afternoon at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and I'm going to demonstrate what I call as a blueprint. Now, I own the rights of Blueprint of Success for the last 45 years. So again, what do? Well, I want to help you. I've been doing this for 45 years. Now this year, now it's been going on and on after a pandemic, this will be my 50th year. So for 50 years, I've helped people try to get to million to billion. I've got 37 millionaire clients, and I have 39 billionaires so far. Not everybody wants to be a billionaire. Now let's write down gold and platinum. As an affiliate, I got American Express to use dummy card. I use dummy code. All right, and I use dummy card, and they use dummy code as well. I got them to do a blueprint of success. Okay, blueprint success. I enrolled into your credit program last week. I couldn't afford the program. Well, figure out what you can afford to do. Walk slow. Give referrals. Referrals, you get money back to you if you want. It's up to you. I mean, come on. Let's understand. Our goal is this. If you gave referrals and you share this live with everybody in referrals, and you basically friend me and everything else and DM me, all right, we're going to help you get some money back to you. And that's how it works. So the bottom line is, it's like anything else. Share the live with everybody. Become an affiliate. There's always a way to get through past go. And what happens, people are stuck. So let's go back to this. Gold and platinum cards, I was able to get them to do a POT. Now, 18 years ago, they used to be due at the end of the month. And that's what they had. Now, they have a POT. For instance, these have $100,000 paid over time limit. So what does that mean? It's a double card. But the most important thing for you to write down right now is gold and platinum cards do not fluctuate. Let's write it down. Gold and platinum cards do not fluctuate. See, all cards do the way I help design the system. Oldest card is history, and then the fluctuation of cards, utilization. If we stay at 29% below, we're good. If we screw up and go to 30, 50, whatever, you screwed up, you dropped your score, you got stuck, you can't get any more. These don't fluctuate. Now, I can get you gold and platinum cards when I get you to about a 649 on my dashboards. I use over $60 million of reference live credit to help the clients get past go. All right, but again, that's what we get to do. So let's go back to what we want to talk about today. The goal is understand something, all right, about house. Can one credit card get transferred to another? Yes, that's called basically yes. They do this all the time. They do balance transfers. Now let's go back. House. Husbands and wives, all right, we became one under God's eyes. Under God's eyes, okay? What does that mean? God's eyes, okay? I believe God is first. I believe family is second. My wife and I became, all right, one when we got married 20 years ago. So when I say family, it means husband and wife, okay? Got it? That's how we look at things. All right, God is first, family, money. All right, let's talk about money now, okay? If you buy a house, and husbands and wives, this is mainly for you, then I want to get into investment properties too. Now, you'll find that I rhyme all the time. I have an IQ of 203. I have basically total recall on most things, and I write in both hands at the stock at the same time. They told me I was dumb as a kid. Then they tested me at 14 at T-Wicker Junior High. And then the government sucked me into a program because I'm kind of smart. So I want you to listen how I created millions and billions for myself and for clients as well. But again, it's not mine. I will never say I'm rich because that's called stupid people say they're rich. You want to become a puppet master. Husbands and wives, if you're one, let's understand very simple. One, credit is separate. Don't you ever buy house or car joint. This would be dumb, and you're not dumb, okay? The rule of buying a house is escrow close, homestead, trust. Let's write down the rules and tools, okay? I will get you to where you want to go, and I'll even guarantee it in writing. If you want this year, 2026, if you want to create $100,000 a month to your entity, I'll get you there. This is your future. Yes, I know it's backwards. Take a picture. Okay, maybe it's not backwards to you. If it is, take a picture and look in the mirror. This is a structure of auto income. Now, if you have children today, they're going to get the free download called Starting Out Right. This helps the kids in high school and college in the link tree, all right, as a free download. If you want to buy it, it's $10, hard copy. This is going to help your child at 14 or more, high school and college, set up their credit file, and not screwed up like we did, okay? This also, you might want to get a copy for yourself because you've done a lot of dumb things, okay? You don't know the rules and tools, and that's your biggest problem. Now, if we take the entities we're talking about, and what I did is very simple, husband and wife and partner, okay? Husband and wife, you buy a house separate. It's a married person, sold in separate property. Let's write it down. It's total income. What happens, we have a problem. Your problem is you didn't plan the problem. 80% of you have crappy credit. You're trying to get where you want to go. You think you're making it. It's fantastic. And you got stuck in the rut and you have a rerun every day. You're a rerun every day. You keep doing the same thing like yesterday, the day before, and the day before, and you're not gaining anything. You're praying, you hope you gain, but you're not. So thank you for the loves and the likes as well. Just like this, share this with the world today, okay? You can actually become an affiliate and then we can give you some money. There's ways to get into programs even for free if you do that too. But again, so husbands and wives, all right, who's going to be the duck or sheep? Whoever finances the house is a duck or a sheep. He or she will be sacrificed if you lose the house, and they'll have a 1099-C from the IRS. Not only will they have a lousy credit score, but also they will turn around and have an IRS problem called 1099-C because that creditor is going to claim unclaimed income because you took advantage of them or didn't pay them. So husbands and wives, again, together, separate. All right, what is it here? House, all right? Husband or wife, whatever you pick, it's escrow close, homestead, trust. That should have been done before you got the dang keys. But most of you didn't do that either. And if you don't have your homestead file today, write it down and get it done now. It's about $12, $20 within your state, between 12 and 20. File it right away, okay? If you do not have it in irrevocable trust, then someone's going to knock you down, sue you, mess you and screw you up, and take your house away from me anyway. Because if you don't have an irrevocable trust, that's called dumb. And you're not dumb. You're just doing dumb. A lot of people do dumb. That's what they do all the time, unfortunately. So what happens is we have to have our discipline personally. House, again, separate. Husband and wife, or what is it? A married person sold in separate property, escrow close, homestead trust. Get those done today if you don't have them done. Now, the next thing is you need to have an irrevocable trust. What happens to husbands and wives, their biggest problem is, oh, I want to buy the house too. No, you don't. Ladies, if he wants to be dumb enough to be on the loan, let him be dumb enough to be on the loan. You're going to be irrevocable trust with him anyway. You get to control it, no liability to you. See, someone has to take care of the family. So God, family, money. It's how it works. So there's the ultimate goal. Now understand, it's like when you buy a house, let's talk about a car. When husbands and wives buy cars, this is the dumbest thing you do every day. Thank you, Jay, for the roses as well. What happens is you go to the car dealership, which is, I think, wrong anyway. And what happens with you, what did you do? You basically looked around the lot, and whoever flipped the coin came out to get you. They came to greet you. All right, greet you, meet you, and take advantage of you. Now, they want to get you in a test drive. The next thing is they're going to interview you. Every conversation you have in life is a double interview. Like when you're dating, it's a double interview. Hire an employee, double interview. So what do we do? Well, first of all, if they get you into that showroom, that's the goal. Okay? All right, I just put them in a deed, not into a loan. Well, the reality is, again, if it's paid for, then you have a problem. You're killing money. We'll get into that as well. So what happens is very simple in the car situation, all right, is they get you in the showroom. That's the first goal. Now, you like the car, they're reading the wife and husband body language. Who's it for? Blah, blah, blah. So they're interviewing you. You're allowing them to suck you into their whatever. Now, they're going to ask you a question. This is where you have to shh. They're going to ask you, what payment can you afford? The goal is to shut up. They use an Isaac 8 report. Believe it or not, most people, what's that? Car dealerships created their own stupid report, Isaac 8. It's a bunch of BS, and they're going to use and abuse you. Okay? And that's what they're going to do. And also, cars are marked up 60%. They get a 3% rollback from the manufacturer, and they don't own the cars in the first place. They're trying to get as much out of you up front to take care of their interest payments. When you allow them, what payment can you afford? This is called be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. You tell them the payment, they know how to size you up. Now, the next thing is when you give them that piece of paper, because they need your permission to run your credit on that BS report, Isaac 8, and what happens, very simple. All right, they're going to basically look at the other ones as well. If you allow them to give you more than one inquiry, I'm going to call that stupid. Okay, I can say use the word dumb because I'm not allowed to use stupid. If you allow one more inquiry. If you and they give them that piece of paper, they gave them permission to run your credit. Okay, right above your signature on their piece of paper, you write down, this allows one inquiry only. You take a picture with your cell phone. And you let that person know right up front. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, John. All right? You let them know right up front. Okay, this allows one inquiry only. When they give you more inquiries, they're making bonus points of 150 to 200 bucks. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay? No, I'm not here to be your sheep and attorney or accountant. I've studied a lot of accounting my whole life. But again, that was paper I got. Any silly person can go to school and get the paper. Life teaches you, right, life when it kicks your asset. Okay, that's what it does, okay? I'm in Georgia in the office. Fantastic, all right, Kim, folks. Okay, that's good. I'm in the office too, fantastic. But I get up at 1:45 in the morning a.m., do you? Your time zone right now, you're probably 3 hours above me. So I'm here at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's fun. I'm bored. I get bored very easily. I decided to try social media 9 weeks ago. This will be my 9th week to see if I even like it. I write checks for hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars all the time. In Los Angeles and California, I was the second largest advertiser for 32 years. Selling my series and books and infomercials. I'm also the trainer behind Russ Dalby, Carlton Sheets, Dave Delgado, and all that stuff as well. And my first series was Winning the Game of Business. 1976, okay? In 1976, because I'm studying and going to the library all the time, because I was used and abused as a kid, and it sucks, I wanted out of hell. See, maybe you don't have the motivation. Maybe you're lazy, or maybe you're just stuck into the rut, or maybe you think you don't have enough time, which is a bunch of crap, okay, in my opinion. I help people get to million to billion. If you want, you can listen and learn. You can find all about me. They nicknamed me the Godfather Credit on KNX Radio years ago. Been on that station now 50 years, okay? So I just usually write checks for radio and TV and have fun, but I decided to try social media. This will be my 9th week. In my first 8 weeks, I got to 25,000 or 24,000 followers. How'd I do? I was trying 25, but I didn't make it yet. So I guess I got to play catch up. You know what Mama Tomato said to Baby Tomato when she turned around? She said, catch up. Isn't it funny? I thought it was funny when I heard it. All right. So what happens is you get to play the game and to win. I got about 5 to 6 people interested in programs, but they're watching me to see. Dude, that's crap. I hear that crap all day. Okay. Oh, I got 5 people, 20 people into the once in the program, but they want to see what I do. So in other words, you want me to do 100,000 times over for you to prove it to these people. I don't have to prove crap. Okay, I'm not going to. Okay, you prove to yourself what you want to do. I don't. It's terrible. I'm already controlling millions and billions. Okay, I've done it all my life. I became a corporate millionaire at 15 years old. What the blank did you do? All right, driving a Lamborghini, going to East Coast College. Okay, you can research all you can about me because I'm not full of you know what. All right. So if you get in the program, get in the program. I don't care about your 5 people that are dangling the carrot in front of you or trying to meet. I don't buy into that crap. I have 37 millionaire clients and I have 39 billionaires. Okay. But again, this is how we play the game. We win. We win the game if you want to win. So back to basics. When I helped as a consultant for TRW, Ken Yarborough, all right, Harold Stokes. This is basically, he's security chief at TRW, Ken was. I'm his trainer. I came up with the oldest card and then fluctuation. Let's write down 29%, okay? 29%. What does this mean? All cards fluctuate. All cards fluctuate. So what this means? If all cards fluctuate, what does this mean? We have to put a sticky behind the card, sticky. We have to dummy proof this. We have no choice. We're a bunch of dummies at times. We all do dumb. And if you don't agree, then I'm sorry. We all think we all do dumb. We get stuck. The stuck is very simple. Stuck what? What does it mean? We get into the routine of life. We get married, get a wife, husband, kids, dog, cat, fish, whatever. And what happens? We get stuck. Stuck. It sucks. Because the routine is like we're somewhat disappointed. Some of your friends and family, some of you might have ripped you off. That kind of sucks. But again, what do we need to do? I'm in the middle of a divorce. Sorry to hear. Maybe I can talk to you and your spouse and you can work it out. If not, let's understand. All right, just because you're going through that doesn't mean you can't start an entity or an empire on the side over here. But again, it's going to be up to you. Do you have an LLC? 9 types, what kind do you have? LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit PC. Okay? All right, sorry, maybe I've helped save wives, or husband and wife situation. I'm also a licensed pastor in California. Okay? But again, what do we need to do? Let's understand. If this is a $10,000 card, because it is, that means I can't use it past 29%. So let's write down, you have to be a CFO for your family. CFO, Chief Financial Officer. Okay? Great help here. Well, I'm going to try to help as much as I can. All right, there'll always be 1 or 2 turds no matter what we do, because not everybody likes me, everybody likes you. If I miss your question, type it again or DM, and basically in the link tree, DM me, and one of our specialists, or I'll get back with you right away. But again, it grows pretty fast. If we take your credit card today and put a sticky in the back of a card, we have to understand the rules I set up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. If I take this card past 29% to 30, it's yellow. 50 is red. It's 29% utilization. Your credit bureau say below 30, but they're not answering the question. It's like no one taught them how to play the game as well. And I was going to sue Credit Karma during pandemic. We know that S Corp is not an entity, right? No, sir. The reason it says S Corp, it is an entity. Supreme Court, okay, deemed in Chapter 18. Like I said, I've been studying the law and accounting since I could practically walk. So again, what happens? The S Corp is single filing. LLC tends to be converted to S, so does C Corp. It is a corporation, it's called an entity. The Supreme Court deemed, so you all know this, that an LLC, C Corp, okay, S Corp, all right, from there, PC, Profit and Loss Corp, nonprofit, all these pieces, and maybe an LLP is an entity. It's an entity. Your banks have entities. They have their parent company, and then they have a branch number, but they're using corporation, owning corporation. That's what they do, which is it's not wrong. That's what I did basically in 1976 in winning the game of business. This is corp owning corp. And that's what I want to show the whole world how to do. See, it's a management company. What most people fail to do is that of a management company or a controlling their entities, which could be other corps or other entities called a division process. So you might want to write down division process, since I'm Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit that invented it in 1985-86 for the world. How's that? You'll find that I did all kinds of goodies. Now, if these fluctuate and you lost your job today, had an emergency, what do? First of all, you realize these don't fluctuate. So no one's teaching you the real rules and tools. They have the blah, blah, blah. There's this big circus on social media and a lot of clowns saying blah, blah, blah. If I get you to a 649, you'll obtain these cards through my dashboard. I'm an affiliate. Now, why would you want a gold or a platinum or both? Well, A, they're unlimited up to $1 million. Next thing is they have a POT, paid over time limit. Paid over time limit, POT, up to 100,000. So they look at it like revolving cards. If I lost my job today in an old blankety blank day, week, month, or year, I would use these cards. I can max these out to $1 million and my score would never drop. My score would never drop. See, that's what you have to understand. Now, if you have an entity, okay, which are those entities I'm going to say Supreme Court said, you can get one of these per entity. It's called daisy chain. So let's write down daisy chain of credit. Your problem is you didn't have the setup and the foundation. Foundation builds finance, builds dreams. Write it down. Foundation builds finance and builds what? Dreams. And that's what it is. We have the ability to get where we want to go, but the problem is you are stuck being you. Sorry. I think most of you are screwing up, in my opinion. All I know is I can turn you into a corporate millionaire in less than 12 months, if you want. And if you worked hard enough, you get to billionaire status, but then that's up to you. I got to billionaire status through corporate structure when I was 21, for the fun of it. 2.6 billion, 26. In 2009, I died in a coma after I took out my yacht in my backyard, largest U-dock in Huntington Harbor. Check it out. Okay, go to the presentation this afternoon. Hell, I'll give you the address, 3202 Portofino Circle. So let's understand. If you want to really get there, talk to a guy that knows how to control millions and billions, or go back to your hooey, what you do every day, in that stuck in rut. You're in a rut, you're stuck. Then you look into the circus clowns. Don't buy a house. I got two at 50 million, but I'm a liar, and I'm a buyer, blah, blah, blah. Or you got Gary who just has every other word's the F word. It's ridiculous. God is good. God is good all the time. God, family. Family to me is husband and wife. I married my wife 20 years ago. We're one, then money. All right, God, family, money. That's how I look at things. These are 50,000 each. Okay? Inc., they have 6. If you had $350,000 today, what would you do? I'm sorry, most of you would piss it away. You'd run your business and you'd run out of money. All right, good morning. All right, Curtis. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I think you screwed up. Sorry. I mean, come on. You're 75 years old or younger, and look at what you're trying to do. You're trying to go get it, but the reality is you're not connecting your dots. This connects the dots. Well, this is 1976. All right, 40 years ago, I created the Blueprint of Success, the Millionaire's Founders Kit. It literally structures a $1 million company. That's what you need to think about. So, I like you already. Well, again, thank you. Like me, Drew. Let's just tell you the truth. Drew, I can make you a corporate millionaire in 9 months or less if you want to, but it's going to be up to you. Your goal should be, listen very carefully, if I build you credit, okay, credit, or structure you my way, not your way, because I think your way sucks, okay? I would tell you to take the credit I build you, and you're going to have divisions under your corporation or your LLC. All right, take a picture. This is what we're going to demonstrate this afternoon at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Okay, got it so far? RJ Milliken, okay? This is what we're going to do. We're going to show you the blueprint, how you would take, all right, out of 350,000, 100,000, and you write a check to escrow. You'd write a check to what? To escrow. Count me in. Well, again, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. I bet bro is wearing short right now. Or I don't know what that means. Shots right now. Or I don't know what that means anyway. Reality is very simple as we played this game. If you took 100,000 off of borrow money, Instead of pissing away in what you're trying to do today, you would own 25% of a Wendy's restaurant. Wendy's restaurant. Wendy's, you got it so far? Remember something. You go through history. I wrote the first book on payphones, laundromat, and car washes 40 plus years ago. Because those are called auto income businesses. Auto income. That's what I was designed. I don't want to run a business. That's me. I changed the rules and tools right now in 1984. In 1984, I got a letter in the mail, okay? To answer your question. This is the book for your kids. It's a free download today if you do it in the link tree below. This is for your kids. It's called Starting Out Right, high school and college kids. It'll show you rules and tools. All right, if you want the hard copy, it's about $10. You might want to get a copy for you because they think you're all screwing up anyway. Congratulations. I think you're screwing up. You haven't connected your dots. If you share this live with everybody today and you help me, I'll help you. This is my 9th week trying to get out there in social media, see if I even like it. Because I'm used to making just writing checks for $100,000 plus and millions of dollars, radio and TV. I'm nationwide on radio all the time, people, if you paid attention. But that's up to you. Now, 22% of my clients are truck drivers. And there's variations as well, what we need to do. But our topic today should always be, sorry, I like that book for my son. Read it while you got it too, because you need it. Now, husbands and wives become one. All right, you got married, right? This is one under God's eyes. God, family, all right, money. Me, I say family, I mean husband and wife. Got it? Now, when you bought that house, again, back to this, all right, escrow home, all right, escrow close, homestead trust. Escrow close, homestead trust. Okay, likes your photo, fantastic. Escrow close, homestead trust, but it's husbands and wives, please quit doing dumb. Please stop doing dumb. You don't buy the house joint ever, 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 ever. Whoever's dumb enough to be on the loan is on that loan. All right, sorry, I'm going to say dumb. The smarter one's not on the damn loan, but they're controlling the trust as well. See, what happens if you lose the house, the creditor reports it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now you have an IRS problem and a credit problem. You just destroyed you. And if you did it jointly, that'd be dumb because you both screwed up at the same time. We have to plan the problem. I am a client. Listen to him. It's all true. He's helped me out a lot. Well, that's the goal. Thank you, Jay. Okay? So the bottom line is I have clients here all the time, 30 years, 20 years, 5 years, last week, okay? But the goal is very simple. If we do it correctly, okay? It's like the car. You never buy a car jointly as well because that's called dumb. You don't let them run a bunch of inquiries on you as well. You have to separate this and do it the right way because your way sucks, in my opinion. Sorry, but it's true. So if we go back to basics and build the foundation you're missing, kids, again, we're going to make sure they get the free download, starting out right so they don't screw up like we did. Got it so far? You're going to look at your LLC today if you have one. What type is it? Do you have an LLP? Do you have a C Corp? Do you have an S Corp? Do you have a nonprofit? Do you have a PC? Okay? This is going to be what we talk about at 3 o'clock today. I'm going to take anybody who wants to listen and learn, get involved in any of the programs, up to $100,000 a month this year. If I get you $350,000, I don't want you to use this money to run your business. I don't like that because you've already tried that. You've already pissed away what you're doing today, and it doesn't work my way. This means you're going to write a check to an escrow company, escrow. You will own 25% of a Wendy's restaurant because I said so. Okay, you just subscribe. Fantastic. Subscribe, DM, share, be part of the fan club, and share the live with everybody. But I'll help you get where you want to go. Every card I get you, if you allow me to, you're going to daisy chain it. Write down daisy chaining. Okay? Daisy chain of credit. I created daisy chain of credit in 1989. Same year I created the form called assignment of mortgage. All the forms you see out there years ago used to be in all the stationery stores. I wrote them all just because it's fun. So today, if you structure correctly, now let's talk about nonprofit for a second. Some of you, all right, have a property, you fixed it up, called a flippity-dippity-do. You fix up the property. You're counting on somebody to pay their rent. My first question, would you trust your friends and family? Everybody said, no way, and blankety blank. Okay, well, we know that's true. Because they take advantage of you anyway, and you allow this. So what do we do? Thank you for sharing the love and the live. That's great. Now, what do we do? Listen very carefully. If your house you fixed up and you're counting on a tenant, I would like you to think about nonprofit, okay? I'd like you to think about hospice and elderly care, okay? Hospice, elderly care. I have my first time LLC for 3 to 4 years, not one credit card yet, please help. Well, I think it's Rick or something, RIC. I'm sorry, but 90% of people do that. How about I set up the credit file for you? Now understand something. I set up the cash reports training Yarborough at TRW in 1987. This allowed literally, okay, tax ID for cash cards. So you wrote the rules for some of us how daisy chain works and it follows. Hell, I wrote the whole rules, Drew, for daisy chaining, period. But let's go back, understand something, okay? All right, in 1987, working as a consultant for TRW, they became Spirit in 96. I'm training Yarborough, who's their security chief. No problem. Now, I set up the cash report that allows tax ID, SSM, SS4, ITIN, EIN. There's 4 categories that you can put on an application if you know what you're doing. So what happens is if you don't have credit, most people don't, and they don't have the cash reports, if you allow me, I'll set it up for you as well. Let's just daisy chain simple. If I get 1 or 2 cards, 1 card, by the way, under the Fair Lending Act, this is nuts. I can daisy chain it to 99 more. 99 more. It's ridiculous. Okay? If you look at American Express, any business gold or platinum, they offer you, would you like 99 more cards? This is ridiculous. I think it's just ridiculous completely. You don't need 99. You need 9, I can say that. You only need 9 cards daisy chain to divisions. But again, that's what you need, not 99. It's ridiculous. Fair Lending Act allows you to get, no, this is ridiculous to this day. And American Express asks, would you like 99 more cards? No. Somebody listens to that, they get them, they screw it up, that's $100 million. They would piss it away and screw it up anyway. If I got you $1 million and I put it in your pocket right now, $1 million, what would you do? What would you do with the $1 million today? Please tell me. Okay, what would you do? Your first reaction is buy a house or car. That's called stupid. I'm sorry, it's called stupid. If you're serious, just call. All right, there's the phone number. It's right there. Jay says it's very simple. I love Jay. He's helping me. Other clients help all the time, too. I love this stuff. Because there's always 1 or 2 turds no matter what we do. What would you do with the $1 million? Now you're going to buy a house, car. Stop. Okay? You would reference 3. Okay? You give me back the 900,000. I don't need your money, okay? I could throw millions and billions to this day. I don't need your money. I don't even need to work. Okay? I do what I do because I want to help people. If I want something, hell, I go buy it. I have everything I want. Everything. All right? So trust me, all right? Let's have some fun. What would you do with $1 million? You'd reference 3. You write down reference 3. Okay? Reference 3 times 5. I want 100,000 a year. No, stop. You're going to get it per month. 100,000 a year barely pays your bills. Okay? So no, let's not be have low goals, okay? Let's have big goals. Now, she said she wants 100,000 a year. No. I want to get you that per month. Is that okay? If anybody does exactly what I tell them to do, within 12 months, they have $100,000 a month. I would pay my bills for 3 years. Well, the reality is we need to look further than that. Don't just pay bills for 3 years. Look at the vision and the dream where you could go. Look how you can help other people do. Now, I have only 1, TikTok account. Take your picture of this. There are 2 phonies out there pretending to be me, and they're basically setting up, stealing my videos anyway. Now, Mikey, understand something. When I came out of coma in 2010-11, there were 14 people online pretending to be me. Okay? Pretending to me. I would set up an account for my grandchildren. Okay? What I want your grandchildren to be is I want you to understand they be part of your irrevocable trust. Do not set up account for your grandkids at all. Irrevocable trust. Write it down. Come on, write it down. The next thing is if you want to put them in school, you would buy double E bonds. Double E bonds. Write down double E bonds, okay? They'll double every 10 years. So again, how do you get started? Well, again, at 3 o'clock this afternoon, Pacific Standard Time, I will be live, and I'm going to give you a demonstration of what's called a blueprint. Irrevocable trust, private. That's right. That's right. That's what I said. Irrevocable trust. You know the trust is a bunch of hooey, okay? 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. You're stuck with me today. And have a tab and a pen ready. We're going to spend an hour and a half together. Okay? And have your whole family and friends watch it. All right? Challenge me. Have some fun. Okay? Now, so we understand something. I've been studying law and accounting since I could practically walk. I was born in a taxi on the way to Guardian Hospital. Sucks. My mother threw me in a trash can. Then they had to pick me back up and they gave me to Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. You know, a trash can and being homeless as a kid sucks. I was motivated to get out of hell. Got it so far? So that was just me learning accounting and law my whole life. And yeah, school, I got the paper, but the reality is the paper is nothing. Any ding-dong can go to school. I have total recall. I read the book, I get the test, and get straight A. I got everything I could do. The government sucked me out of a program into a program when I was 14 and a half. Most out of want to use an EIN. Well, again, you have to structure yourself. You have to be literally what? All right? Dude, you are a miracle. God works wonderfuls. Well, Drew, thank you, but the reality is this, God gets all the credit for this. I'm his vehicle, if you listen. I've been shot 3 times with a gun. I've been knifed 6 times. I've been in 2 comas so far. How's that? As an example for God. My last coma, guess what? In 2009, I get to die and come back, and someone stole my $3.7 billion of structure. Had to rebuild it again and again and again. I would invest into the S&P 500. No, you would not. Your division would. See, you got to get yourself out of this crap. Okay, you're all trying to be you. Stop being you. You being you sucks. I sue you, you lose it all. Husband and wife do it together. That's stupid because what does it do? It hurts us on IRS, 1099-Cs in house and cars. We cannot be us. We must be puppet masters. Understand that means you own everything, all right? No, you control everything. You own nothing. But it's not just that silly book on social media. You need this. You need 3 LLCs. All right, you got how do you deal with the stupid hat going, oh, yeah, an LLC owned by this and this and that, and that's the trust. Stop. The circus has to stop. It's ridiculous. It has to stop, okay? So, yes, you can look at our websites as well. Why would our creator want us to register anything if it is access private trust? Well, our creator, which is God, okay, gave us free will. And we have to understand something. He gave us the tools and rules to go get something. The Bible doesn't say be poor and broke all your life. Read the Bible. Okay? When I studied it 2.5 times, I became a pastor years ago. How do I get started? Well, the reality is listen, learn, write down your notes now, share the live with everybody, DM me, and become part of my fan club, and show up at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. What is it again? All right, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. If you own nothing, how do you net measure it? Why would you want to measure your net? Just online, I control billions of dollars. I got my first billion at 21, 2.6 billion 26, 3.7 billion 2009. I don't want online to show anything. Why would I want to brag the word I'm rich? Because I'm not. I will never say I'm rich, and I'm not going to put myself in the first place. That's called stupid. Come on. Every circus clown out there that says I'm rich, I don't care if it's Grant. He's been indicted. He's been lawsuited, everything else. And I think he's full of crap. Don't buy a house, but I got 2 at 50 million. Tony Robbins, all right, sued and indicted as well. All these people want to be rich. Gary Vee, blah, blah, is ever their word is they have for it. It's ridiculous crap. Yes, Pacific Standard Time. It is only 4 a.m. in the morning here, 4 o'clock. Got it? I wake up at 1:45. Every day, ready to go. Don't you? Well, I'm tired. You don't got time to be tired. That's crap. No one has time to be tired and be lazy. And that's the biggest one with most people. Half the world is freaking lazy. They want a free ride. It doesn't work that way. If you work your tail off, you're going to work your tail off. If you're smart, working your tail off, you gain, 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 gain. Thank you, Jay, for the lightning bolt. That means you gain your future. See, what you do today, so when I just want to pay my bill, no, 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 no. What about your kids, kids, and kids? What about that empire? Okay, you sent me a DM. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Here's Curtis. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, thank you. So if you help me, I help you. Is that a deal? Now, this is my 9th week on TikTok and social media. Before, I just write checks for hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. That's what I've always done. I was the second largest advertiser in California for 32 years. My event on Tuesday, Wednesday, Bonaventure, 32 years, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm online currently right now. Okay, what do we look at? All right, 6 days a week. Have been in person or online 6 days a week, usually twice a day. So I've been doing this for 50 years now. What's your problem? Do I believe in debt? I don't believe in debt. I use debt to offset tax. But don't worry, Kiyosaki stole my crap anyway. Cash flow fee per time, and I sued him. And the reality is he can't use it anymore. That's why he filed bankruptcy. Tony Robbins had to sue him too. He kept using Blueprint of Success. I own the rights to that. See, I don't like crap. I don't like BS. I like the truth. But I'm Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit, 60 billion over the years. And that's what I do. I help people understand. Then I get them to millionaire and billionaire. First series I put out there in 1976 was Winning the Game of Business. Driving a Lamborghini Countach, paid $60,000 at the auction for it, no problem. And I have $1 million in the bank, and I invented Car Finder. By the way, I was 16 years old. What the hell did you do at 16? See, there's a problem. All right, you can research and find out I'm not full of doo-doo. Isn't that fun? All right, so what happens? I created my first billion at 21 through structure. That's corporate structure. I'm not the billionaire. I don't want to be a billionaire. I don't want to be a millionaire. 2.6 billion, 26, 3.7, 2009. But that's not mine. It belongs to what? Where do I buy the book? Well, get into the link tree today, okay, below. Why don't you get a couple of things for free? Get this for your kids first. Get to know me. See, here's my goal. I want you to get to know me. I get to know you. That's the only way I help people. If we don't get to know each other, you just want a quick answer, then go away. If you want quick and done, go away. You're wasting my time. You're wasting your damn time. You want long-term, like I've done for my clients for 50 years, starting it right, and their kids, kids, kids. I have grandfathers now that their children's children, and they started when they were kids with me. So again, how do you get the book? Linktree. Linktree. It's right there. It's a free download. It's for your kids in high school and college. If you got to pay for it or you want to buy one, it's $10. There you go. We have to knock off the crap. All right, all of you, I'm sorry, you're doing your thing. I think it's wrong anyway. So what is it? I have one TikTok account, only one real one. The other ones are copying. Just like the 14 people when I came on a come in 2009. Very simple. Robert, one of my attorneys, had to sue them all and get them offline to quit trying to be me and pretend to be me. It sucks. Now, back to properties, husband and wives, we talked about twice so far. Let's talk about nonprofit. I would like every one of you to fix and do a nonprofit corporation today, if you don't have one. If you want one, in the link tree, your articles are free. I've been giving, all right, literally, okay, all right, articles for free for 40 plus years, almost 50. He's on our live, everyone, all information's there too. Yeah, it's simple. Fun stuff, Johnny Appleseed, okay? Now what happens, okay? 49 years, this will be my 50th year, all your corporations are free. You pay your filing fee, that's it. You probably paid an attorney who's practicing law, who hasn't got it right yet, thousands of dollars for a damn piece of paper, and it's free. Free, okay, free. Get into the link tree below. Nonprofit, everyone can do it. Yes, they can. I want you to. I want you to listen very carefully. This is she L something, okay? Mr. Driver, fantastic. Listen carefully. If you have a piece of property that you lease out to somebody, okay, and you're trusting somebody, and it's probably driving you insane because single-family house doesn't make enough money. Single-family house, leasing it out, doesn't make enough money. I quit doing that at 21 because I decided to be at the bank at 21. The bank. And that's why I wrote a book called Become the Bank. Now, If you have a nonprofit corporation in your state, if you don't have one, all right, Linktree, get the free articles, pay your little fee to the state. I started Helping Hand Industries, all right, it cost me $10. So let's think about Helping Hand Industries, all right, was set up literally, all right, basically in 1969, that first one, okay? You can look online, Secretary of State of California, and find out it was started by Ray Reynolds, which is me. I'm known as Dr. Reynolds, Dr. Reynolds, Pastor Reynolds, hey you. By the way, I was 9 years old. Look it up, it'll even say that too, okay? I sent away my $10. See, at the library, it was the cheapest one. I didn't want to spend 15 for profit. It was $10 for the nonprofit. That corp today in California is $30. You got $30? Now listen very carefully. What does this mean? If you got the nonprofit corporation filed today, all right, I would try to get you into one of my nonprofit classes, and it's a 501c3, 1023 form. Write it down. IRS.gov shows you exactly, and I'm not here to be an attorney, but I want to save you $15,000. There's a bunch of ding-dongs out there selling corps for $5,000 and nonprofit exemptions for $15,000. It's ridiculous. I would tell you get the nonprofit set up today. What happens is then you go to the IRS.gov, you get the 1023 form. It's a 501c3 for public benefit. If you create a division under nonprofit and you transfer a house you have currently now or one you want to get into a nonprofit division, okay? It's going to be for hospice. Hospice, elderly care, is up to $112,000 a month of grant money. We watch all this stuff on social media and TikTok, these guys, and going out there and watching all the phony trucking and child care, all this crap. And these people we allow to use this and abuse our tax money, which is a bunch of crap. Okay, unfortunately, all right, we do stupid things in our country. We have to just clean up the mess. Don't understand something. If you want up to $112,000 a month to the nonprofit, you could actually get a paycheck. You can actually restructure your life. Your profit and nonprofit work in conjunction. That's how it works. Every location you have, every house, if it is set up for hospice, elderly care, all right, you get up to $112,000 a month. This is done in 90 days if you did it right. In 90 days if you did it right. Okay? What is a Linktree? Okay. All right, Stephanie, right below, you can DM me. This is right below here on this, basically, for instance, TikTok. There's a Linktree. If you need to, okay, all right, you can basically what? Call 800-254-95-6 in a couple hours. My house is paid for. Congratulations, and all right, that's good. That's also kind of dumb, I'm sorry to say. If somebody sues you today and you're at the store, pop, they're going to sue you. They're going to take everything you have today. Everything. Everything. One lawsuit, you're a duck and a sheep. I want your house homesteaded today. I want you, all right, this is VW Buggy, okay? I want you to look up homestead today, not tomorrow. And if you have a spouse, I want you to file homestead separately. It's usually about 12 to 20 bucks. Now, okay? Mayday, mayday, mayday for you, because you're getting a bumpity bump, they're going to take everything you got. That house will be transferred as a deed of trust. It's a quitclaim deed. Quitclaim deed, okay? All right, what you're going to do is you're going to listen carefully. You're going to quitclaim deed it to an irrevocable trust. Irrevocable. If you don't have the irrevocable trust, all right, call us today. We'll get you basically how to set that up as well. I want you to protect your ass. See, the crap out there in the circus is crap. I help people for free all the time because it's fun. Okay? All these people trying to join my live. No, thank you. I don't need you. Go away. You're not going to join my live and talk to people with me, blah, blah, blah. Create your own circus, okay? Because I call it very simple out there, circus and clowns all the time. So just like Mr. Buggy here, I want you to protect your ass. If you're married, now listen, we're not done with you. That car that's paid for too, you're going to change the registered owner to a division of a corporation. See, your problem with all of you, you're not protecting your assets. You're not thinking. You're not thinking. And the moment it happens to you, your life changed. You're older, slower, you're not as pretty as you used to be. Can I pay your services with a promissory note? You can give referrals and get money on the referrals, so knock off the promissory note crap. Okay? I had people years ago, I'll pay you after, give me the credit, then I'll pay. Stop. I've been screwed over by everybody that can. Okay, no thank you. What if the property called when you buy your house in a city can't even build a road through it? Well, that's not even a house. Well, it's a house, but basically it could be the countryside. All right, but again, is that city, listen carefully, is that city a city or is it county? Okay, city means corporation. So let's understand this. The United States of America Incorporated, 50 corporations, 50 states, and then cities or corporations as well. It could be in unincorporated areas. Maybe that's what you're looking for. Unincorporated area. That's not a city then. Yet you said county, okay? That means it's an unincorporated area. They probably don't have homestead. But again, you have to put irrevocable trust anyway. You have to protect yourself, okay? And that's what happens. See, I live in an estate. Our front yard's 1.5 acres, okay? It's not even our house. We bought it through basically one in the estate. Once you transfer the house, irrevocable trust, you still have to pay the tax. Oh, hell yes. Who told you you're not going to pay tax? I mean, the royalty, whatever that is split by, that's called stupid, okay? You're trying to point out to somebody that should know common sense, okay? You're still paying the down payment, you're still paying the taxes, and you're still writing it off in your tax return. If you think that, no, I didn't tell you not that. I mean, it's called stupid. You're thinking dumb. No, 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 no. We're going to do it my way. I'm going to tell you, what are you going to get to know me? Your way sucks, my way works. I tell everybody that. Okay? So the bottom line is, how am I ripping you off if I'm coming from my trust? You're not ripping anybody off. I just want you to protect your assets in all ways. All right? Always. Come on. I mean, this guy has a house that's in it. It's freaking paid for it. If someone knew that today, they go bump his damn car and get and take everything he's got. No, he's like a duck and a sheep. That sucks. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, all these other people. Fantastic. Curtis, everyone else that's scrolling. So I don't want him to get his assets kicked. I don't want any of you to get your assets kicked. Okay? That's a sample question I asked. Fantastic. As I scroll, I'll try to read as much as I can. But again, if I miss one, DM us. Okay? Call the office, ask the question as well. I was scammed out of retirement savings and need to find a way to pay my rent. Well, it's simple today. Unfortunately, you should never use retirement savings for anything besides put in the right account and borrow against it. If you would have borrowed against it through a division process, you wouldn't have lost it in the first place. So I'll show you how to rebuild it and not screw it up again. Is that okay? See, if I don't help you do it the right way in the future, just answering your silly question doesn't make any sense. And yes, all questions to me are silly, but they're good too. If I answer your question, you want long term, I'm going to get to the long term. All right, I got to put the puzzle here. Let's see how I do it the first time again. Hey, I did the first time again. I'm getting good at this. So if I don't protect you in the future, it's all a bunch of hooey. Any way you can protect, let's see if I can slow this down. Our children out of our children as our property when it comes to dealing with CPAs and fraud. Well, here's the problem, okay? You should have irrevocable trust. You should have irrevocable trust. Your children need one of these books. It's a free download. It's in the link tree. It's called Starting It Right. This here is how you start your credit file and get your first credit card. You might want to get a copy for yourself. It's a free downloader. It's $10. You decide. On TikTok, I have 2 fake accounts because these jerks wanted to steal my goodies. It's typical. Like when I was basically what? Okay, I'm going to download. Fantastic. Mom, it says mom, okay? Didn't have one of those. See, I was born in a taxi. All right, my mommy put me in a trash can outside Gurney Hospital. Then they had to pick me up. They were their billionaire family people. Then they gave me to Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. So I don't know what it's like having mommy, daddy, cousin, uncle, brother, and all that stuff. Because I only see that on TV. That's fantasy land. It's like Santa Claus never came to my house. That fat guy never came to my house. That's how it works. So if you have to live like I did out of hell, you want out of hell. I didn't like being used and abused as a kid. I didn't like eating out of a trash can. I was motivated to study every friggin' day. I'd average 15 books a week as a kid. As a grown-up, yeah, I passed the test, blah, blah, blah. Any ding dong can go to school, pass the test, and get straight A's and honors like I did. Big deal. Life teaches you life when you kick your ass. But I was only Coast College part-time when I was 14 and a half. I never went to high school. Well, I do that. It'd be a waste of freaking time. I already have $1 million in the bank, okay? In 1976, I put this out to help people, corp to corp. This is winning the game of business. I'm driving a Lamborghini at East Coast College. What were you doing? By the way, I was 16. 16. See, you can research all you want and find out I'm not full of you-know-what. If you listen and learn, I only have one TikTok. And what do you do for your kids? You start them out right because you don't want them to screw up like you did. You don't want them to screw up like you did. Oh my gosh, thank you for sharing. Well, I just want to share with everybody. I want to change the world. I've been trying to do that for 50 years now. 50 years, I've been teaching and preaching how to create 100,000 a month. Easily. But again, that's called auto income. I have clients, 37 million millionaire clients. How's that? Million. I like million, don't you? I created my first $1 million in a corporate structure when I was 15 and a half years old. Why didn't you? I don't understand. Why didn't you? It's not hard. When I studied the John D. Rockefeller, he's my hero. John D. Rockefeller is my hero because in 1934, when he created, he was setting up everything for his family, irrevocable trust. Write it down. 1934. So you understand what happens today, okay? No one builds a legacy anymore. No one does. I mean, the Kennedys, the Hiltons, the Firestones, the Gettys, that's legacy. John D. Rockefeller, that was legacy. Legacy. Can you imagine if you listen to learn? All right, it's like today. Most of you waste $50 every other day. You do. All right, I see this family, husband and wife there again. That's good. All right, hopefully it's, I don't know, the husband and wife, a little picture of them on the side. So what happens? Most of you waste $50 every other day. You piss it away. True, yeah, but true. That's $700 a month. For $700 a month, you could repackage your life and get to millionaire status in 7 months, if you wanted to. But you're so busy being you, which I think sucks. Sorry. Your way sucks. My way works. Okay? I tell everybody that. I'm right, you're wrong. Isn't that terrible of me to say that? Here's a client. All right, literally, these are all B of A. These are lines of credit. Lines of credit. How many lines of credit would you like? How many would you like? They're only 150,000 each. What will it take you to get off your assets and learn how to play the game to win? It's going to be up to you if you want to play. I help build millionaires and billionaires every day. All right, Frankie. I did it my way. Fantastic, my way, Frankie. Well, that's basically, or maybe Frank Sinatra, my way. I like Elvis's version better, but that's just me. I like them both, actually. Would you like to pay you to show me the correct way to play? Well, Judy, it's very simple. Before I want any money out of you, honey, I want you to go to my live at 3 o'clock today. If I don't get to know you, you get to know me, I think it's a bunch of hooey. I don't want to be one of those circus clowns going blah, 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 blah. I want you to really write things down and save your assets. I want you to do it my way. My way works. I've proven it since I'm the guy that started the credit. And I didn't start the system. I'm the consultant for TRW, and I got to train Ken Yarbrough. Okay? So you are more likely to get Amex after having EIN. Well, Amex is simple. These suckers are going to be, but still, come, let's go to the basics. This is CLS or something. All right, on the application for Amex Gold and Platinum, it still asks for you. You, flat out. No application on planet Earth allows only tax ID, unless you want Sam's Club, or you want, Uniline, Staples, okay? But again, it still asks who's the one signing on the behalf. So if you learn fluctuation, all cards fluctuate. See, there's your biggest thing you have to realize. You have to start at basics. If you don't start at basics, you're going to do the same thing you've been doing your whole life. The up and down show. Every day, up and down, up and down. Your problem, and I call it a problem, is learning to listen. You've all been ripped off by somebody, probably your friend and family member, okay? And that's how it works. I'm going to be there at 3 o'clock. Fantastic. How do I get info from the live at 3 o'clock? You watch, you watch, you watch. You were here the other day. I recognize the picture. So, all right. You have your tab and pen ready to go. You watch, and I create a blueprint of success, an example for you. Or you can call the office today, it's the same thing as well. Get to know me. I don't help anybody until I get to know you. Period. I won't. You can't buy anything from my companies at all unless you get to know me personally. And I'm that guy online, all right, 6 days a week, twice a day, okay, helping you and answering your questions like I am today. Very simple to protect your assets. Good morning, Brandy. How you doing, Brandy? Okay? So as we play this game, C Corp. Well, the C Corp you start with, that's fine. C Corp, but also keep in mind, C Corps are double taxed. You're going to convert that C to an S under the 1244 once you start making money, because I told you to. Got it so far? And I'll help you do that as well. So join us as a guest. Fun, have fun. Very simple. We have to realize, like Tracy here. Hi, say hi, Tracy. Tracy, hi. But understand something. Do you want the real rules and tools or a bunch of hooey? If you want hooey, and you want the circus clowns, listen to Grant, listen to Gary, listen to Tony, Baloney, and all the things you want to do. If you want real rules and tools, you're stuck with me. We have to get to know each other. It's very simple. That's why I do a live every day at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. I want you to get to know me. I get to know you. Invite all your friends. DM me. Okay, very simple. And share the live with everybody. Change your life today. All cards fluctuate. All cards. But 2, sticky time. You put a sticky in the back of your card. You realize that the card is worth $10,000. That's it. This one's a $10,000 card. It's personal. If I take this past 29%, I would look in the mirror and say, I'm stupid. Because that doesn't work. Does your way work for 70-year-olds? All right? Your age had nothing to do with anything. Age is bullshit. I was 14 and a half when I created Car Finder. I mean, I was in the damn bank. I had a beard at 12. They couldn't figure out my age until my son and Brandy, all right, got nosy last year. My son opened and said what it was. I used to tell everybody I'm 39 and a half years old. None of their damn business. Okay? It's none of their business. But again, nosy people and my son, blah, blah, blah. All right? I don't care if you're 70 or 100. So I always say if you're 75 below, this is what you need to do. Okay? All right, Johnny J, have you looked up? All right, very simple. You should, Johnny, because what happens is very simple. All right, you can find out all about me. But again, this is what we get to do as we play the game. Okay? So, all right, so as we play the game, our goal is to win, and that's the ultimate goal for all of us, is to win the game of business. Okay? And that's what I want to do. I want to win the game, and I want to show you how. So let's look up you today. Let's remember something. All cards fluctuate. All cards. All cards. All cards fluctuate. But, I was trying to screenshot it. There's always a turd everywhere you go. There you go. Okay? There's always a turd. So, if all cards fluctuate, what do? 29% rule. If we go above 29%, we basically hurt ourselves. And that's what we have to look at. So again, a $10,000 card, 10,000, I can only use 20, $100. Sticky time, I have to dummy proof this. I have to dummy proof it. I have no choice. If I do that, I'll stay into the green. If 30, it's basically yellow, then 50 is red. These are the cards you realize they don't fluctuate. Okay? Has been your fan club for a month. Celebrate with them. Oh, fantastic, Jay. Yeah, thank you. They said a month. This is my 9th week on social media. How am I doing so far? I'm used to just writing checks for hundreds, thousands of dollars and millions of dollars, radio and TV. I decided to try TikTok and social media about 9 weeks ago. I currently have about 24,000 followers, all right, and a bunch of fans. That's great. I'm trying to get to 25,000. They reduce my silver and gold Amex card. Well, reality or royalty is what it said. I think it scrolled by. They reduced it to a lot of people. Why do they do that? American Express was ripped off. You have this guy on TikTok showing how he rips them off all the time, and All right, even they blocked all that crap. Unfortunately, they lost over 10 billion last year. I'm glad to learn from you. Well, again, it's going to be up to you, Terry. Okay, if you want to listen and learn, I'm just going to tell you the truth. So far, I'm having fun on TikTok and social media for the last 9 weeks, but then I get a turd every once in a while, no matter what. I hope those turds stub their toe today. Isn't that terrible? Maybe they have a flat tire and drive up backwards or something. See, not everybody likes me. Nobody likes you. But I don't like turds. Why do they bother to waste my time? Let's have fun. Well, the reality is, Cole, is what you need to do for you. How can I increase my back up? All right, now understand. They reduce your limit to usually your average outstanding balance when you drop your score. American Express will reduce your limit on all these cards when they see your score go down. Their system monitors it. If your score went down and they reduce it, what do? Get your score to go back up with a rapid refresh. Good morning, Nicholas. Now, I want you to write down rapid rescore and rapid refresh. Okay? So write it down. 49 years ago, I'm the guy, when I'm done consult for TRW and all these other companies, came Experian, came up with rapid score. All right, 49 years ago for your mortgage companies, by the way, that was me. I also came up with the idea of gifted money for closing escrow. Now, the next thing is rapid refresh pushes things aside. In other words, pushes crap aside. All right, they says, all right, DM me. It's supposed to be DM or is it GM, okay? You put GM, I'm gonna say DM me. So refresh. If you want your American Express cards to go back up, a rapid refresh could push your score up today, right away, in about 90 days, okay? A lot of times it's in a couple of days, but I'm saying 90 days in case. It would make your score go back up. After 90 days, I can show you how to increase that limit back to what it was, probably even get even more, but it's up to you. There's a way in the system. It's like today, for instance, every one of you should be paperless and automatic payment on all bills, even utility bills, all credit cards. You want to learn? Well, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, you DM me, Linktree, and show up. I'll show you how to change your life if you allow me to. So what happens? Paperless, automatic payment. All right, you're going to make an extra payment to your credit cards every month. I created a fast pay and a quick pay for the system as well. It's called fast pay, quick pay, okay? Got it, very simple. So the bottom line is going to be up to you to play the game as well. Now, listen carefully. If you accomplish today, all right, automatic payment, minimum payment, and paperless, you will call 888-567-8688. You will opt out 5 years or a lifetime. You make that decision for yourself. It gets you off the national mailing list, is what it does. You should never be on the national mailing list because they sell information all the time. Your lack of knowledge is what I call is dumbness, okay? I used to say the word stupid, but I was told I can't use that word, so I don't use it. I use dumb. We all do dumb, okay? What is our goal? So the goal is very simple as we play this game. I call it winning the game of business as a kid, all right, because that's the series I put out there in 1976. In 1976, my series I put out there, and I started having info commercials and everything else. I was the first info commercial on the planet, by the way. This is winning the game of business. I was the first coach. I'm the original coach, okay? How's that? I'm the original person that basically in his info commercial said, wait, there's more. That was my line. Wait, there's more. So that's what I did for people. So today, if you want to learn and listen, you can. If you don't, then go back to your rerun. Every one of you have reruns every day. And reruns suck, in my opinion. Do you own Repackaging America, Inc., or Incorporating You? Well, those are corporations I did years ago, of course. Did I own them? No. Was I the founder? Hell yes. Okay? See, Repackaging America got an award because I'm doing $1 billion a year, but then they realized, they asked me a question, are you making boxes? Okay? But again, it's not anything else. All right? They didn't like the Incorporating You. All right? The Justice Department didn't like putting the word Incorporating You. So I changed it as well. So that's what happens. So as we play this game, we learn to win. That's the ultimate goal. As we play, we want to win the game of business. Because everybody should want to win, right? But again, it's going to be up to what you try to do as well. It's all structure, okay? Oh, dang it. I wish this thing would do what it's supposed to do. I'm trying to screenshot it. Instead of screenshot it, it basically what? Okay? It just goes, ah! Okay. All right, let's get rid of some turds here because there's a bad article years ago when I was in a coma. What else is new? There was 14 people online pretending to be me. And that's how it works. So let's play the game and win. Okay? It's very simple as we play the game to win. Now I have to walk through the office. I have to get things set up for the office because my first team comes in at 6 o'clock. I check the air so it's not too cold. If it's too cold, then we'll have Brandy, the loudest person in the room. It's too cold. It's too hot. Which is it? Too hot or cold? It's like the three bears, right? Or is that what it was? Now I'm going to go into the next building. This is where we're going to have, all right, at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today, if you want to, you can play with me, and I'll create a blueprint with you. We have about 2,100 pictures of rich and famous. By the way, I've incorporated 3 presidents of the United States of America. 3 of them so far, okay? And Lakers and Clippers and Dodgers and Angels. I am the largest registered agent in the world in 2009. All right, no problem, having fun with people as well. And that's what we do all the time. So this will be the whiteboard I use at 3 o'clock this afternoon. If you want to create a blueprint of success for yourself, it'll be up to you. Now, as we play this game, I'd like you to have a tablet and pen ready at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'd like you to download an SS5 form. Let's write down SS5. I want to show you what you should have did a long time ago, but unfortunately, you're so busy being you, and I think you have the same rerun every day. That's just my opinion. So I'd like to help you basically understand all cards fluctuate, sticky time. This is a 10 and a 50. I'd like to get you basically 7 of the 10s and 1 of the 50s. I'd like you to understand today, rules and tools, these don't fluctuate. These are your backup cards and you have no blank day. You protect your assets. And that's what you should think about today. The other thing is you're allowed to get 99 more cards. 99. Got it so far? 99. I don't want you to have 99 ever. That'd be $100 million, and that's too much. You couldn't handle that. You can barely handle what I can give you today because you're so busy being you. If I hand you $1 million today, what would you do? If I ask car, stop. You'd reference 3 times 5 and turn it to $15 million. Your problem is your way sucks. I'm sorry, I tell that all the time. My way works. I'm going to create what I do for my race cars, my race boats, and motorcycles. I want to have fun, okay? So today, for instance, what you could do for you. Let's understand a couple things. Let's hope I don't drop this, all right? That'd be kind of fun, okay? Not to drop it, not just having fun with you. Okay, later today, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we're going to talk about how the banks bankrupt 22,000 locations last year with their branch numbers. These are branch numbers. That's what they do. Okay, they have a line of defense. These are banks. Then we're going to talk about you and the IRS and everything else. See, what you have to realize today, this is the IRS over here where all the bullies work. IRS, no problem. And banks use it tax balancing. Your problem with you never created a line of defense. And you bring the pain home every day. If you take a LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC, this is what you would do. You would create basically a line of defense. You would learn how to create $1 million in 12 months. $1 million in 12 months. You would learn what is called a blueprint of success. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You would learn that your LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, PC, whatever you have today, you would want to create a line of defense for yourself. A line of defense. Your problem is you, all right, never realized your SS5 form started it all. You fill out that form when you were 14, or if not, mommy did it, and because Nixon took the gold standard out in 1971. That way, 1971, money became not money anymore. If you ever notice, money's not money. It says Federal Reserve note since August in 71. It's a legal tender, okay? So if we play the game to win, we can learn how to play. Your whole goal is very simple. If I got you your whatever you have today, or you want it, you don't have an LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, Linktree, they're free. Get one. You pay your filing fee to the state. We would take one of these and get 9 more. That will create $1 million of credit. So then you can go get a Wendy's restaurant and knock off what you do today, because what you do is wrong anyway. You're all trying to get to the American dream, and you're doing it wrong because you don't own a piece. Why don't you own a piece? I created auto income. I've been doing this since 1987. There's your future. Why would you not do that? I get you $100,000 today. You're going to run your business. You're going to piss it away. You're going to go broke again. You've had your chance. 75 years old below, you've had your chance. It did it wrong. It didn't work, didn't work, didn't work. 97% of you, in 3 to 5 years, it falls apart. Structure builds finance and builds dreams. The rest is crap. You're going to write a check, all right, for $25,000 from one of the lines of credits I get you into an escrow. Not to me. I don't want your damn money. Who wants your money? No. The escrow, you're writing a check to escrow. You're going to own 25% of a Wendy's restaurant, storage unit, laundromat, car wash, okay? And you're going to get up to $100,000 a month. You're going to do this 10 times, 9 times. Your problem is you. Remember, I set up the original Winning the Game of Business, 76. Remember, I wrote the book with Harold Stokes of Ken Yarbrough, file segregation, didn't like it. But then this would show you, there's me accomplishing the goal, the highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth. It's only 13 feet. One of the cars in the car collection, one of the mansions, one of the yachts. Why not? See, you're going to find out I'm not full of crap. Unfortunately, the circus out there, I don't like it. So far, 9 weeks on our TikTok and social media, I got to get used to that circus and those clowns going blah, blah, blah. Because I don't like someone saying you shouldn't buy a house and he's got a house of 50 million, he's full of crap. I think he's running a Ponzi. I don't like Gary Vee basically saying the F word every other word, trying to motivate people. Tony Baloney, we've had our problems over the years. He keeps using Blueprint of Success. I own the rights to it. Maybe he wants us to sue it. We need to have to sue him again. Okay? It's like if you need credit repair, our paralegals will help you, but this is called winning the credit game. The original was red. I turned it into a chess game because I became a chess master at 13. I'm the guy that could change your life if you listen and learn. And years ago in the credit bureaus, if you listen and learn back then, you would have saw consumer credit counseling in one of my companies. Got it so far? So if we listen and learn today, we can play the game to win. Your problem is you keep doing this to your credit. That's called the up and down show, okay? Every day you make it go up and down because you do not have the understanding, all right, about utilization. The way I set up the system. I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of credit, not full of crap. I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarbrough, TRW, in the Spirit in 96. I came with the oldest card. I came up with all cards fluctuated 29% below. Sticky time. It's called Let's Quit Doing Dumb. Unfortunately, most people do dumb all the time. You didn't get there where you want to be, 100 million to a billion. I did. Why not you? First million when I was 15 and a half in the bank account. What the hell happened? Divisions 9. No, not 9 S corps. That's called stupid. You're not stupid. Quit talking and following the ducks and the sheep out there. One entity. LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC. That's what it is. Okay? You're going to have 9 entities. It's like there's 2 of them. I'm a real estate agent. I'm a broker. I'm an expert. I think you're full of crap. Every property you have will be in a division. If you don't separate liability on properties, you're going to find yourself basically, blankety blank day. Because what happens? You're trusting tenants to do something. They signed the contract. You didn't have an exhibit A and B. What's wrong with you? You didn't understand the assignment of mortgage that I created in 89? It went out there for the world to use, not abuse. Okay? All the forms you find on YouTube and all the other things that are out there, most of them I created anyway. In my system and everything else as we play the game. If you want to play to win. But again, it's going to be up to you. It's bad to have late payments. Well, hell, everybody once in a while does. Understand? If you're 3 months ahead or you pay your payments and you're basically late in the past, correcting is easy. If you're late today and want to dispute it, they're going to close your account in most cases. But we don't do credit repair, okay? We're going to do credit rebuilding. Repair is against the law. Look at the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It says they can't collect money up front, but they're doing it everywhere they can. They might as well be the country that's ripping us off now for the daycares and the laundromats and whatever else they have, and what are the trucking companies. I mean, how stupid can our system be? Doesn't it piss you off? See, you get a paycheck today, it's taxed. It's taxed. Because the only way you can get it back on your money is your tax return, is a house payment. Then everything you touch is taxed again, but you keep screwing this up. Why would you screw it up? How do I create a division? You get your butt to the class. That's what you do. 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. And you're not going to set up divisions. I am, because I own the rights to them. Why? I have the only dashboard on planet Earth since 1987 that builds credit reports for the divisions. So you need me and I need you. What does that mean? I need you to share the live with everybody. I want to be number one on social media this next year. I was the second largest advertiser in California, okay, literally, for 32 years. I'm trying to reach a goal now. I'm going to have some more fun. This is my 9th week playing on social media. Why not? What the hell? Let's have some fun. Let's tell people what to do. I like that. It's half the fun. For me, how about you? There's that thing I rhyme all the time too. I have a problem. I'm 14 years old. T. Wicker Junior High, they tested me 3 times. The reality is they tested me 3 times. Last time they did, Cheryl made me in my gym shorts. I have total recall on most things. I wrap both hands and talk at the same time. And my IQ at 14 was 203. Now, can you get off your assets and learn and do what you're told to do? Okay? I will be the one that changes your life forever. Okay? So the bottom line is, so you're full of yourself. No, I just believe in God. I believe in positive. Okay? I want to be positive. Okay? Let's understand. When you're used to abuse as I was as a kid, if I don't convince myself and motivate myself, then I'm going to have some problems. I'm one of the few, not one of the many, okay? One of the few, not one of the many. But anyway, this is basically someone who always, Mr. Wisely, okay, let's block your butt, okay? Because I don't like stupid. I don't really like stupid, to be honest with you, okay? Because, no, I have to be positive. If I didn't convince myself I'm one of the few, not one of the many, hell, I would have gave up. I mean, do you know what it's like being used and abused as a kid in a fucking trash can? You got to get pissed off. That's what I was, motivated, pissed off. I didn't like being used and abused as a kid. I thought it sucked. So we have to be, this one, just block the crap out of that person. Why? They don't deserve learning. I don't like turds. I can't stand turds, okay? So what do? We play the game, we win. All right, let's sit this down for a second because I always want to screenshot turds. Okay. They're so full of themselves. Dang it. Why does this stupid thing keep doing this? I got to get a different phone. I don't like when I'm trying to screenshot it. It wants to do its own thing. Oh, wow, what can I say? What can I do? Have more fun with me and have fun with you. See, I rhyme all the time, too. That's another thing. They told me I was dumb because I rhyme, okay? They told me I'm dumb because I write with both hands and talk at the same time. Now, that's 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Yes, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Now, I'm going to leave this building here, go to the next one, peekaboo. I got to get things ready. So you can follow me and ask questions as well. So you can create a division. Okay, do you show us out? Of course I do. I had 6 classes on Saturday. Where are you going to be next Saturday? Where are you going to be today at 3 o'clock? Okay? You see, if you get to know me, I get to know you, and guess what we get to do? We get to play. By the way, you get to win. Let there be light. Okay? We're going to go into the call center now. Okay? The call center. Got to turn on the lights for the paralegals. No problem. An IT genius engineer in the corner. His name is Daniel. He does all kinds of good stuff for us. I love that. Finally, we got someone in IT that's great. Okay, versus always people trying to hurt you. 80% of the employees you hire, I'll tell you flat out, suck. Okay? 80% you hire 100 people, 80 of them, or 80 out of the 100 will suck. They're terrible people. They use and abuse, they have stupid comments, and they milk the job. They don't do a damn, okay? 20%, when you finally get that, like we have here, 20% are great employees, they push out the 80% that suck. Like the guy that fell asleep on his first day 4 times. Like the one who thought he was all that in a bag of chips, who listened to his music, and he's gonna blah, 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 and we had to fire him in 3 days. Your 80% will always protect you. I'm just going in the men's restroom and the women's restroom lighting candles. Okay, I do that every morning. It's kind of fun. So again, let there be light. Isn't that fun? Okay. So if we play the game to win today, okay, the goal would be to win the game of business. What does that mean for you? We restructure you. I'm sorry. I think most people do it wrong. You got good pieces. You got some good pieces. Fantastic. Your pieces are good, okay? But are you connecting the dots? I think that's the biggest problem you have. It's called connecting the dots. If we connect the dots with the pieces you have today, we can rebuild every one of you up to $100,000 a month income to a corporation, and you can design your paycheck. I have an LLC, and I hired 3 employees. Come back here. Hired 3 employees. How should I branch out in the LLC? Well, first of all, your LLC, you have a problem, okay? You got to find out which type you have. That's number 1. There are 9 types of LLCs. Next, your LLC should not do business. Your problem, you named your LLC after you. Sorry. Your LLC is your name, okay? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? See, what happens on an LLC, no matter what you name it, okay, it's on the Secretary of State's website. When they sue the LLC, they sue you. Congratulations. You see, you're the officer. You're on the bank account. If anybody tells you that's not true, they're full of crap. Put them on the phone with me. I'll rip them apart. A lot of law, knowledge, okay? So again, what happens is we have to understand your entity, whatever you want to call it, should not be named after you. It should not be named what it does, all right? And it should not even do business. How's that, okay? Your business, all right, should not do business. What does that mean? Every rich and famous person has a management company. I guess you haven't noticed, they have a management company. Okay, I'm putting the microwave together. I guess the cleaners took it apart and cleaned it. That's great. So, a management company. What does this mean? All right, Bank of America has a what? Parent company in San Francisco and New York. They have branches. Every branch has a branch number. Every grocery store. The United States of America Incorporated have 50 states. And then they have cities, they're corporations. So if you listen and learn, all right, their parent company doesn't really do business, it owns businesses. That's called the line of defense, okay? An LLC should have 9 divisions. Whatever you do in those 3 employees, they should work for the division, not the LLC parent company. If they sue the LLC, state or whatever lawsuit, or your employees sue you, they screw you up, you've lost everything you got. You're in a deposition, the rabbit hole. You just brought the pain home. That's called dumb. You're not dumb. If you have the division, the line of defense, you get to bankrupt each piece separately. See, we have a problem in this world. It's like we're living in hell sometimes. All right, if somebody sues you, you're basically in a rabbit hole. You're basically in a deposition. They get to tear apart your life. That says on the wall, make a friend, make a buck. Our employees are trained to get to know somebody first before we're going to try to sell them something. And you know, in the sales department, they call it sales because they're going to sell something. That's a goal. If you don't think they're going to sell you something, it's kind of silly. They're going to help you get into a program or programs based on what you're trying to do. But again, that's structure. Structure is the key. Structure is the key for everybody. It always has been. So what does this mean? We get to play the game to win. Do you want to win the game or not? Each division has the ability, literally, to get past go. I call it getting past go because I don't want you stuck. Sorry, I'm heating up my breakfast here as we talk. So the goal is this. Let's play my way, because I think your way, I always tell people I think it sucks, but it's not nice. My wife says, you shouldn't say that, honey. I got to get them to pay attention. I mean, what? But anyway, not hurting anybody's feelings. But the difference is your LLC should have 9 divisions, and you can create $1 million of credit in less than 6 months, or as the team says, say 9 months, because some people are lazy or slow. So we'll say 9 months. Okay. So the goal is the corporate credit files that are set up are the ones that can help you get past go because you get stuck. See, there's no reason ever, okay, to bring the pain home if you do it right. There's no reason to be a duck and a sheep, because what happens, people screw this up all the time. I don't want to be a duck or sheep, okay? I don't want to be a bunny. I don't want to be a funny bunny. It's a book my kids made me read to them a million zillion times. I have 6 beautiful kids, okay? 5 girls and a boy. God has blessed me, especially when I never had a family as a kid. So again, your goal is very simple. You can learn to play the game if you want to. If you want to, okay? If you play my way, I get people to millionaire to billionaire. If you play your way, look what's happened so far. How are you doing so far? I'm just going to tell you the truth. You might not like the truth. You might not like me, but that's up to you. If I show you how to play the game, will you play my way for a while? Hey, you tried. You're 75 years old or below. You've tried your whole life to do it, and what's happened? You got stuck. I think it sucks, okay? My way, I can rebuild you. And I'd guarantee in writing, if you do what you're told, $100,000 a month to your entity. The LLC owning 9 divisions, but it's up to you. Will you do what I asked you and tell you what to do? Today at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, you have the ability to basically watch me create what's called a blueprint of success, a sample for you. The sample will show you exactly what you need to do, and if you follow through, you're going to win. If you don't follow through, it's on you. It's free. Could you imagine the guy that's trying to help you, that I get 2 or 3 turds trying to give me crap on my social media all the time. They have 2 out there copying me, and only 1, all right, basically TikTok account, a real one. You could play. Your score is low, let's rebuild it. Let's put a rapid rescore in place. A rapid rescore, rapid refresh will push your score up and block crappy credit. Now, as you do something on your side, we tell you what to do as well. Let's analyze you. If we analyze you today, and we push you up and away, what's going to happen to you? You're going to change your life. That's what the goal should be. Always changing your life, what needs to be done. So a S corporation should be owned by, no. That's why you got to get to the blueprint. Your S corporation has 9 divisions, period, okay? 9 divisions. Your S corporation will tie into irrevocable trust. Usually C or LLC become S, okay? Share the live with more than, all right, friends, that's great. Share with everybody. All right, you could share this with everybody today and have some fun if you want to. You could change your life today. What a concept. Could you imagine today if you did what I tell you to do? Starting tomorrow, you're on your way to millionaire status. But it's going to be up to you if you want to listen and learn. I can't force you, but I give you the blueprint to change your life. This is Kirk. Fine, follow the life. Nice. Well, the reality is very simple today, okay? We have a choice, okay? I want to know how to set it up. How to set it up, I guess that's what you're trying to say. The live today at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, the live. Watch me create a blueprint of success, a sample for you, and give you more information you can learn in one day than I think you'll learn your whole life about personal business credit. Like today, okay? You're already learning more than you ever learned before. Because why? All right, God gave me the gift to give it to you. If you're going to listen and pay attention, we can get past go. What a concept we could do today. We could change our lives right away. That'd be kind of fun. Don't you think so? I do. I think we should be winning the game of business. My first series I put out there in 1976, when I was 16, when I wrote it. Kind of fun. But we have the choice to change our lives if we choose to. But again, you have to choose to. Again, today, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Get in the link tree below. If you see the phone number, it's 800-254-9506. The ability to change your life starting today if you want to. If you want to, okay? I think you all need to change your lives today. But that's just me trying to help people again and again. And that's what the ultimate goal should be. We should always try to help each other. I have information you need. You have friends and family I need. Why? Because I want you to share the light with everybody. I want to make sure that I become number one on TikTok and social media. Is it easy? No. Oh my goodness, it's not easy. No, I don't want you to join my live, okay? Someone wants to join and talk. What are you going to say? Well, I mean, can you imagine I join somebody and they're blah, blah, blah? Sorry. I don't need your blah, blah, blah. I need these people. They need you to listen, to learn, okay? All of you do. So the difference is, I want you to change your life starting today, if you allow me to help you. I'd love to help you. But again, I just heated up my breakfast now, did all the things in the office, had some fun. What's that number again? 800-254-9506. 800-254-9506. You don't want to call it for about an hour and a half, okay? Why? It's only 3 minutes to 5 right now. It's 2 minutes to 5. There you go. So what do you get to do? You get to play. You get to listen and learn and I basically share this live with everybody. Share the live with everybody today and have some fun if you want to. I just want to change the world. I'm trying to get to 25,000 followers. I was literally at 24, I think this morning, it's 24 something. I guess I need another 1,000 followers. That's kind of fun. Then I got to get more and more and more. It's having fun. I mean, we have to keep pushing for the future. Then I want 50,000 followers. Then I want more. If I'm going to stay on social media and TikTok having fun, this is the goal so far. This is my 9th week. How am I doing so far? Going to have some fun. So I would like you, marketing world better is what it says here. All right, all of you, and here's Oscar and other things as well. Please, here's Kim. All right, to get to what? You will get it today, brother. Fantastic. I pray to God I will. But it's, I'm doing my best. Let God do the rest. Amen to that too. Even basically Katie here. Here's Daddy Elias. Okay, fantastic. All right, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. If you didn't get the link tree, look below, 800-254-9506. They'll send you the link. I'd like you to be there at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. For about an hour and a half, have your tab and pen ready to go. Okay, missing the link tree. Well, it's right there, Jeff, but again, that's why I give the phone number as well. What's for breakfast? My wife made shepherd's pie. All right, and she also made basically chili. So I don't know. A little bit of combination, that's it. So we got to enjoy it. So again, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. All right, today, this afternoon, tab and pen ready to go. We're going to spend an hour and a half. Please be prepared. Please invite all your friends and family. DM me. Share the live with everybody. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you what I say every time. Let's do our best. Let God do the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all. Oh, goody. Hi, guys. Well, the reality is we get to play the game and win, and that's the ultimate goal for all of us. So today on YouTube, you can basically subscribe to the link below. Get into the things I'm going to be doing this afternoon, 3:16. I guess that's John 3:16. That's the end of their name, their number or whatever, 3:16. Hi, good morning, good morning. The difference is we have choices today. I would like you to join my live and subscribe to me, the link below, and basically let me help other people and help you. I'd like to give you the blueprint of success. I'd like to show you the real rules and tools, how to protect your family, how to basically do what you need to do for you, build an American dream up to $100,000 a month. Got to eat my breakfast now, so it's time to go. Well, I'm going to say once again, I'm going to say very simple. All right, we're going to do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.